Hey, how's it going, traders? Welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. We're going to be doing something a little bit differently around here. Instead of a traditional daily recap, everyone knows those are quite boring and they're not really fun to watch, and it's hard to be attentive just going over some trades. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be actually doing my day in the life series starting now, where basically I'm just going to be taking you guys around what a day looks like, for me as a full-time day trader, dad, all the fun stuff. And then at the end, I'm going to be doing my daily recaps. And if I get the trades on video, which I should, I'll actually put the live recording, and then I will actually talk about the daily recap. So they'll be kind of action-packed, but there's something in there for everyone, so I don't have to make multiple videos. So if you just want the day in the life, at the end when the daily recap starts, see how much I'm up or down the day, and then head out. If you're just looking for the daily recap, you guys can always just skip to that part because that'll timestamp it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this new series of videos on my YouTube channel. Make sure to comment below what your opinion is of the new series. We'd love to hear you guys' feedback and what you guys want to see. So first day back, reopening the Discord, and we had a solid trading day. I actually went 4 for 4, which means I am up 3,904 to be exact. Not bad. So today's Friday. I'm gonna get out of the office. I've literally been in here all day, every day this week. I've not left my home. So I'm just gonna take a break, go to the gym, get a workout in, either come back and make content or go golf with the boys. We'll see. But I'm gonna take you around with me. Life toast so good. Normally I'd be taking my G, the 6-speed manual, but I miss driving it. I smoked a goose with it coming home from golf on the islands the other night. And well, we fixed the front bumper and I got new headlights, but they were the wrong ones, so I had to re-get some new ones. I'm just waiting for them to come in, but I haven't driven this boy. That's a low tire. I haven't driven this bad boy in weeks, since before Honduras. So Mom bus it is. Now, a lot of you might be asking why I don't have a supercar or anything crazy like that. And I get this question asked a lot, actually, like, oh, if you make so much money, why don't you drive a Lamborghini? It's like, well, is that really what it's came to? You need to have a Lamborghini to show that you make money? I mean, in my opinion, I felt it was best in my interest, for my family's interest, to have this house first. Home first. I don't know if you can see it. Home first, and then car. And honestly, like, I was so young when I made my first $500,000. I had so much room for growth in so many areas. I'm so glad I didn't pull the trigger on. I almost got a C8 Corvette because it was kind of like in my price range, like 100K max. I really, obviously, if I made $250,000, I do pay taxes. I'm really gonna waste half of my money on a car. 19 years old, I couldn't pull a loan on it, obviously, so it had to be cash. So in my opinion, it just never made sense. I love my Infiniti. It's the first car I ever got, 6-speed manual. I love driving it. And I told myself the day I get in that car and I don't smile from ear to ear when I'm driving it is when I'll buy a supercar. And that day has not came. 6 years later, that day has not came. So I'm gonna keep driving that, keep driving this for the economy's sake. The economy's sake, sound like a liberal. No, I just silly car, it's working right now. But in the future, you know, my time will come. That's the thing. I know for a fact, I'm so confident in my ability to make money as an entrepreneur. I know for a fact my time will come to where I'm driving a McLaren or a Lamborghini or Ferrari, whatever I want to get. And right now it's like the goal of chasing and like wanting it, I cannot wait to obtain it, so it makes me just work harder for it and imagine that day. And today is not that day. Another thing is where I live, I'd have to literally drive it hours, like hours, or tow it like 6 hours to New York City to get it worked on. You know, where I'm at, there's not a lot of dealerships that would work on these things. So I would need to get like a Corvette or something. So my time's not now, and I'm happy with that. A lot of people say, well, why don't you just get it for your social media? Why don't you just get it for your social media to grow it? And it's like, I could. I mean, my house got me I did a video of my home, got me 12 million views. So obviously a car would make me money. But I also know people who have Ferraris and Lamborghinis, and they don't mind me saying this, but he bought them in hopes of growing his channel, and he has them in every video, and they're still not gaining traction. He's still not gaining traction at all. So, you know, the point is, it's not about what you have in the video as far as materialistic possessions. It's about how good of a content creator you are. Because, you know, I don't need a Lamborghini to get a few million views. You know, I could do, you saw my chair with holes in it. A lot of you guys probably know me by that. That got 12 million views on TikTok. So just work with what you got. You don't need to have all the best things. In fact, I have my third best camera I'm using right now because I just didn't feel like getting the other cameras out. It's the most portable. Lesson to be learned, always work with what you have and don't make excuses for what you don't have, because you could turn a little bit of something into a lot, especially when it comes to social media and growing. You do not need a supercar. You do not need a mansion. You do not need, you know, proof of millions of dollars. You just need to be yourself and make content people want to watch. That's it. Quit making excuses. All right, on to the gym. So today, I'm doing a quick 30-minute workout because I want to get back to work. It's a problem I have. I can't be away from my desk for long. But I'm doing a quick little burnout. 3 sets of flat bench, 3 sets of incline, 25 reps flat, 35 reps incline. I did not get 35 reps incline, unfortunately. Then 30 reps cable crossovers. So we try to get a nice chest pump up with boys. It looks pretty good. But the goal with working out for me this year is to get back to this. I'll put it up there, but for a lactose intolerant guy, this is not what you want to have. One day, pump chasers will overtake these drinks. Actually, shout out Blue Raz and shout out Swedish Fish. Best two, no debate. Now hiring meat department full time. I know someone who would apply for that. Noah. Buddy loves working in the meat department. So true story, this road we're about to come by, my wife and I would go on this road to get to our old house before our new house. It's this one where the bus is going down. And that right there leads you, the end of that road was where my first job was. Oh, C8, nice. Which is literally like the projects of where I live. Just complete slumville. I could just tell you some crazy stories of working in those apartment complexes that blow a lot of your guys' minds. Human feces on me one time. People, because guys would store it in buckets in their closet, needles, obviously, just anything you can imagine. I had to deal with. But that we'd go down that road to get to our old house, because our old house, when we first got married, it was a little house. It was just near there. It was obviously not a great area. And on our way home, oftentimes we would go down that road on our way home from church. We would always guess. This might be terrible, but we'd always guess how many crackheads are on the side of the road at that given time. So usually the winning number was like 2 or 3, but we'd always guess, you know, and whoever got it right won. So just kind of a funny thing we used to do, and it's just those are the memories that you often forget when you start to climb your way to success and really who you are and where you came from. So if there's a street on your road on your way home that's got a lot of crackheads on it, take your significant other and make a game out of it. Before you guys turn the road, guess how many are on the side of the road and then count. What do you want to say to the vlog? Hey, don't touch. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello, world.
Hi, boy.
Oh, don't touch, buddy. You can give it a test. Good job. Shoot it. Good pass. Daddy shoots. Air ball.
Hey, ball.
Air ball. Who are you throwing to? When I don't have meetings or I don't have any big projects due and I'm just trading, oftentimes I'm actually down here on my laptop. You guys see the triple monitor display often. I don't carry it around with me all the time, but usually just a laptop. I'm just chilling here with my boy, shooting hoops, hanging out, trying to be as much as a present father as possible. It's great to trade, to make money trading, but if you're cooped up in your office for 12 hours a day and your kids don't see you, then what's the point of even trading? There's a lot of jobs that you can make a lot of money at with way less risk working 12 hours a day. So make sure that you stick to your why. If your why is to have free time to do what you want with your life and to spend time with your little guys like this, make sure you're being diligent in your time management. Or just have your laptop, you know, like this. Just chilling. Chilling. Obviously, I don't have the level 2 up. I'm just swinging this stock, and I still have 500 shares left. Just watching it to see where it goes. So, in the Discord, I said, watching serve after hours for long up to 10. We look over at the serve chart. Currently went from 7 all the way up to 9.74, so 25 cents away from hitting that $10 price target and locking in another $2,000 in the day, bringing my total to over $5,000. Let's see if it gets there. I'm still holding. Again, I bought early in the day. I buy whenever I alert everyone. That's when I'm buying. I don't buy, and then a few hours later I alert. That's not how we roll. Yeah, sure. Look at my computer. Go for it. Tastes good? Cool. So I'm going to be looking for this to curl up to 10, maybe 11 tonight, and just keep squeezing. That's so funny. Now let's talk daily recap. We had a fantastic day of trading. I'm up over $4,000, which is the best day I've had in this account. Again, I traded in the 5K to 100K challenge account today. Really solid day, and I'm going to go over all the trades from worst to best, and I'm going to go quick so we save time because there's some really high value stuff. But before I go into that, guys, the 2 trades I made 2K on, Serve and IVP, I quite literally mapped out exactly what was going to happen. You think I'm kidding? Look at this drawing of Serve, dies at open, makes lower lows, and then rips. Okay, let's see what it looks like on what ended up happening. Dies at open, makes lower lows, and then rips. Literally goes bonkers, up 150%. I logged it. I made a bunch of money on it. Could have made more, but is what it is. So I'm going to go over from worst to best. All solid trades. This one was a dual time frame setup. Okay, you guys hear me say that often. What does that mean? Well, first of all, it's a continued momentum play because we had this stock running a few days ago, made highs, and then just trailed off, made lower lows, slowly creeped up, and then boom, next thing you know, it's breaking out of all-time highs. However, it also is having a 5-minute pullback into that level. So not only do we get the first 5-minute pullback, but we also get a continued momentum play dual setup, which basically means stock rips, and then over the next few days, it kind of pulls on back, consolidates, then creeps up, breaks, pulls on back, retests in a 5-minute time frame. This entry right here is amazing. People like to call it the cup and handle. That does not look like a cup and handle. I'm sorry. Anywho, so we got a great setup on this one. First things first, this pullback was nasty. I mean, in 1 minute, this thing dumped 20%, y'all. Remember, always, if it is a shallow retracement, meaning if the stock pulls on back 50% or more of its move, you need to sell immediately over HOD, guys, and then wait for a retest trade. I try to drill that in your brains every day. Hopefully you guys listened. If not, then you would have gotten smoked, and then you would have eventually listened. But this one was a little frustrating. I was still short IVP. I was longing serve, so I had two big trades playing out, and I saw this. I'm like, crap! I want to take advantage of it, but I can't be attentive because I can only watch one to two level twos. So I bought 2,500 shares and a broke VWAP for the reclaim of all-time highs and squeezing up to two. And then I had a tight stop loss in place. I'm like, okay, it shouldn't make lower lows. It should hold this level, and it should, bounce off of VWAP and curl. I was wrong by literally 3 pennies. That was kind of frustrating. As you can see, it stopped me out right here, and then rips all the way up to two. This would have been over $1,000 difference in the P&L. Whoop-de-dang, it would have been up 5.5 instead of 4.5. Woe was me. So I lost right here, but how I ended green was I took a scalp trade off of the $2 retest, and then once it squeezed from 2 up to 212, I just continued to take profit, and that put me back green on the morning. Also an excellent backside short, but I was too busy. I really do not want to be in more than two positions at once. It can get really, really confusing, and it's hard to watch and be that attentive. VRPX was a parabolic short. I shorted it once it faked out off of this 5-minute pullback, and then when it faked out over high of day, I had a really small positioning in case it took high day, because you guys know I usually risk high day. I didn't stop out here. When it actually faked out, I added. When it broke below VWAP, I just waited for it to get to that 50% retracement, took my profit. Only $2,000 position. I made $200. I just was, again, super busy with other things. I could not watch it. I was watching AMIX. It was crazy. I had a lot of stocks playing out at the same time. And then we're going to go over to serve. Now, serve could have been a much bigger winner. I'm not blaming this on anyone but myself. Again, I'm not blaming it on anyone but myself. This should have been a bigger winner. But I got a little nervous when one of our head traders, Pete, said, I'm getting ready to slam this thing short with size, back down to the zero. Then when I heard that right before it broke out, I was like, ooh, man, like if he's getting ready to short it, then I probably shouldn't be sizing up. So I kept my starter position. Again, not his fault. I should not let his, idea dictate mine. And I just, it got to me. So off of this imbalance candle, I did not add for the break, but I did buy at the 475, 450 level. I figured, okay, it broke the $0.50. It has insane volume. It's stair stepping. Look at the volume, guys. Oftentimes, an increase in price usually means an increase in volume. We have a huge spike in volume. It skyrockets. I take a little profit in this area, and then once it tops out, I took a lighter size short on it because it was so overextended from 90 MA and VWAP. Yes, it was still stair stepping in volume, and then when it faked out over high day right here, I decided to take a quick pair short on it. And then I locked it in at the $0.50, making another $300 there. And then I actually took one last trade after hours. I knew this was going to curl. I said, guys, traders are going to try to push this up to over $10, that psychological level. Boy, were we close. I literally added everyone in the Discord. I'm too lazy to go scroll back. You're going to have to trust me. Okay, fine. Maybe I will. Yeah, watching serve after hours for long over 10. This was when I was at $7. So I added 500 shares, lighter positioning. We were out on a double dinner date. We had company over, and there was a lot going on. I couldn't be attentive, and I didn't want to watch it with size. 500 shares. I don't care if it dropped $2 a share. I'm still making money. And it ended up breaking out. And then as it consolidated and did not hit 10, I took profit. And that's about it on serve. IVP, you guys know I've been wanting to short this for a few days. Picture perfect short opportunity. Oh my goodness. If you go to the daily watch list, you can see a beautiful 5-wave structure to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, we should expect some downside price action, especially when it's continuing higher off of so much less volume. Guys, look at this volume. Look at this volume, this daily volume right here compared to this. I mean, what this was, I couldn't have thought of a better setup. I do wish I took this with more size as well, but I did hit my max loss 2 days prior, so I was sizing down just to make sure I didn't blow the account challenge. So I just, off of every pop, you can see I added off of these pops, added off this pop, added off this pop, added before open, and then I grabbed SSR, which just means short sale restriction, which could be a support. And so I took profit. I cannot hold shares short overnight in Hammer right now because they don't tell me the overnight borrow fees, and it's not worth it. I had a trader short VFS one time, and the overnight borrow fees were so atrocious in his account. It literally was like 900% interest and blew his account just in overnight borrow fees. So that alone just makes me not want to take the trade. Um, but check this out. You can. This is a quick note. If you guys are taking notes, write this down. Support and/or resistance is often not just one price level. It is a range, and that range, the tighter the range is, the more strength it has. If the range exceeds 20%, it is now void and it does not count as support and/or resistance. But like this one is about 17%. So this does act as a range of support and or resistance. Up in this area, you can see how long it consolidated for a few days, and then when it broke out, it ripped. And then it's now back to this level. I think what's going to happen is it's going to consolidate in this level or bounce. And then once we see backside price action below 10, we see the 950, 975. I'm just going to short it all the way back down to lows of $5. Guys, even at that level, it's still up 650% off of no news, and it's a trash company. I mean, they have an S1 ready to go, y'all. I mean, look at this, look at this, look at this. Trash company, 1.9 months of cash left. They are bleeding about $1 million a month of cash, and they need to raise capital in order to keep going. And there's $17 million of S1 offerings right here that are already priced. This one's June 2024. You don't think they're not going to hit that soon? You're crazy. They're going to hit that in the next week and raise 12 million bucks, and the stock's going to plummet. So I'm still going to be shorting it. But all in all, a fantastic day of trading. Low commission day, about 13,000 shares. Again, the account's back up to 16,300. The account went from 5K up to 19K, back down to 10K, back up to 16.5. So I'm basically break even on the week, give or take a few $100. I was up about 3,000, but then I hit my max loss on Wednesday, and I had two other small red days this week. I was only green Monday, which is $1,000, and then today, and then Tuesday I gave back about $3,000 in profit or $2,000 in profit. So kind of a rough week of trading, but still I finished it with a bang, kept my head up, bounced back, and now it's basically my account had a little bit of a pullback, guys. I was sizing up, I was aggressive, I was confident. I rode that momentum when I was all the way up to from 5 to almost 20K, which is 400%, y'all, which is actually really close to where I drew it. Basically, my account did this, and then it took a 30% dip. So basically this, and then now it's bounced back up to about this level, and I'm ready for this to go all the way back up, y'all, to new heights. So, I mean, that's just the account statements. It just does that. I'll post the broker statements here. But that is it for the daily recap, guys. Great trades. All were done in the live session in our Discord. Don't forget, we literally reopened the Discord today. So the first day trading back in the Discord live for free for everyone. I made over $4,000, and the team saw every single trade. So if you guys want to be part of an epic community that wants you guys to learn, that wants you guys to make money and actually live your dream life and be a full-time trader, click the link down below and join the Discord. We reopened. We're back in action. Our software is currently on hold while we're editing and fine-tuning the code of our scanner and our journal, but our community will always now stay on Discord. It was just too hard to do it on the app. But we're going to stay on Discord. We're going to keep rocking out, keep going live there every single morning at 9 a.m. EST with 4 full-time traders. And we're going to be kicking off some epic boot camps in no time flat. So if you guys want to learn one-on-one from me, from Pete, from Noah, click the link down below. I'll see you guys in the Discord. Again, it's completely free to join. Go do it. Alrighty. Deuces.